Okay, death threats or threats in general. Anyway, what you just saw was an email I found in my spam file, and coming from Swampcast, forwarded, however, to Swampcast. It looks like from what I'm reading, and basically somebody is really concerned about the case. That's going to have to be entered into evidence. I already sent that copy to my attorney. Sounds like somebody's really desperate and they're trying to put scare into me to not do this case against somebody. Shall I show you this again? Found this in my spam folder. Hope you could read that. Anyway, I'll read it if you can't read it. Monday, October 2nd at 11 o'clock p.m. Regarding one day you'll live to regret. You need to stop right now. You're putting yourself in a very bad legal situation. I have ample proof. The rest is up to you. This was sent to More Fun in the Philippines. Well, an old title of my show. Okay, how interesting is that? Somebody is putting more nails in their coffin than they already have and can't afford to because that's a threat. Now, although it doesn't bear the signature of the person who's in legal trouble, why would somebody write that unless they were somewhat involved in that case? Perhaps the defendant himself. Yeah, that's going to be introduced into evidence. I've sent that to my attorney, and I'm telling you, for a guy that's looking for his freedom, who's so concerned about his own welfare, that don't look good for him. I mean, who else could have wrote this to Swampcast? I'll read it again. Subject: regarding one day you live to regret. You need to stop right now. You're putting yourself in a bad legal situation. I have ample proof. The rest is up to you. Sounds like a threat to me. Wow, it's come down to that out of desperation. Well, I am insisting to my attorney that this be put in a file. Absolutely. I mean, who else would write that except they're the person that's going to be on trial? Who else would do that? Who else would have more concern except the person who is the person that's going to be on trial? I mean, why would anybody send that unless it's related to the person that's a little bit concerned about their future? Wow. I'll show you it again. It's real. I didn't make this up on the Swampcast show. Hope you read that clearly, but I already read that, so there you go. Yep. And yes, I did send that to my attorney. I said include this in your files to show that there is some little bit of threats going on about the case. Doesn't make it look good for him, I'll tell you that. I mean, how could it? I don't know. There's something called being dumb as the day is long, but how about dumb as the year is long? Because that was not smart. Now, you see, it was forwarded message. Forwarded from Frank Battaglia Swampcast is where it came from. Okay, so forwarded from who? Boy, this is some good shit. It's good evidence. Thank you, Swampcast. Oh boy, that's really some good evidence right there. And I guarantee you that's going to be utilized. Now, although it may not bear the signature of the respondent, even a court could put two and two together and say, all right, who's on trial, me or him? And if you receive something like that, someone telling me to go stop this legal matter, or else I'm going to be in a bad legal situation, that's a threat. That don't look good for him. You fucked up again. Does he ever not fuck up? This is almost too fucking funny. Oh, and they have a poll going. Okay, yeah, they have a poll going. Oh, a dark connection between my ex-son-in-law, a convicted pedophile, they said, who was once Frank's son-in-law. The strained relationship between Frank and his daughter raises questions. Is there a sinister, I tell you, sinister secret lurking in the shadows? Oh, the shadow knows. I'm contemplating a video series to delve, instead of dive, I don't know, delve? I have to look that up. Maybe I am stupid. I don't know the word delve. I never heard anybody use it. Into this matter extensively. Would this series be of interest to you? Very interesting material here, I must say. Very interesting material. I'll tell you one thing. If I find out who's behind the Frank Battaglia My Philippines interest, they're in some serious legal trouble. Depicting Gilda with some customers and things like that with their little editing. Boy, I'll tell you, maybe it's worth hiring somebody who knows how to figure this shit out. It's probably worth it if I do. In fact, I might even consider that, to tell you the truth. Because some of the shit that they've done against her is just as serious as the shit that was done against me. There's no doubt about that. She has been defiled, she has been defamed, she has really been subjected to a lot of shit on here, almost as much as me. Depicting her with customers. Somebody is just fucking so jealous of my relationship that's killing them. It's killing them. They are so bothered by this. And now they're trying to say, oh, is there a relationship between me and my son-in-law? What relationship? The guy's a creep. This is something my daughter never even knew about. Did he deserve time in jail? Yeah, he did. He was soliciting or sharing photographs, apparently. I don't think he harmed any children, but he was sharing photographs of young children. That's a creep. That's an absolute creep. I barely ever talked to this dude when she was married to him. I barely ever talked to him. I said from the beginning, this is not the guy from you. Call it a fatherly instinct. Call it whatever what you want. But to relate me to him? Really? Come on, that's desperate. If I saw the guy myself, I'd beat the shit out of him for wasting my daughter's time in a relationship where there were secrets. Secrets. The kind that even she didn't know. I see that happens. It's like some YouTubers. They come on here, they spread hate. Their wives don't know what they're doing when they're gone. They're in the dark basement creating hate videos. If the wife or girlfriend, whatever the case may be, or family, ever heard them, caught them doing these shows, guaranteed to be a divorce. We have all kinds of diverse people on here, apparently. Okay, I'm not sure there's anything else to talk about. Nobody's putting any dialogue on here, so where do you want to take this? Anyway, I thought I'd show you this because I thought it was interesting. It was in my spam folder. I just seen. And somebody is somebody is really desperate that doesn't want to go or stay in jail. And yes, they could correlate this. They actually could, considering that there is a case going on, considering who's involved in a case. Why else would something like that be written? Unless somehow it's coming from the person himself who's actually in that situation. How interesting is that? It sure the fuck is. Talking about putting nails in a coffin and constantly doing it and shooting himself in the foot. Some people don't have the capability of having any kind of, they don't have any mental integrity. They're like, never mind dumb as the day is long, dumb as the century is long. And they put themselves in this position, and I don't have to do a lot. They just kind of do it for me. That's what this guy did. Interesting study of human nature, how the brain works, or actually, well, doesn't work. Let's put it that way. Always amazes me. But just to let you know, Frank Battaglia Swampcast, I did see your email. And I put it on here for the whole world to see. And obviously where that came from. Now, it's just not the victim himself. There are people, a few people out there, like people that are, close to him. Close to you, get together, can create anything come true. That don't want to see him wind up where he's going to wind up. You got no control of that, I guarantee you that. No. Threats are not going to change the situation, just to let you know. In fact, it gives me more encouragement to push on, and to push on, and to push on. Thank you for that. Oh my God, Magnum. Yes, when you're desperate, you're desperate. I understand. I do understand, but this is not helping. Anyway, this has been screenshotted and sent over to my attorney, and he could make his own evaluation of that. He could put that in his note box anyway. In coming trial, this could be introduced. Although the judge might say, well, I don't see the man's name on that. The judge is not stupid. He's still human. He can make a correlation between the two. Well, who's on trial? Not me. He'd be. If something like that is sent to me, it's pretty obvious that somebody's trying to throw a scare at me. And who best would be the person to do that? Is the person who wrote that. Judge is human too. You can think out of the box. That does not help. What do you say to that, sir? What's your answer to that? I mean, you're sending this material out to people. Oh, this isn't the first time. Timmy, oh good Timmy boy. You know Timmy? Timmy has sent me all kinds of emails over the past. Better off for you to drop the case against him. Let's see, what is this guy doing on Skype with him? I don't know. You know, some people do support the guy. And they send me emails saying, you're going to be in trouble if you continue with this case. Well, put it out of your head, folks. There's nothing stopping me from doing this case. It's already going. It's already a done deal. There's nothing going to change. I'm not going to change my mind about anything else. That's not going to happen. And by the way, Swampcast or Frank Battaglia, My Philippines Interest Copycat Channel. I don't smoke in the house. I don't sit there on my bed with an ashtray smoking in my house. I don't do that. Never smoke in my house, but it's a charming little caricature anyway that you created. I'm not the chain smoker guy. I'm somebody totally else. Okay, if you guys are not going to do any dialogue, I'll just leave it for dead air while I attend to. In fact, oh God, I'm due for my workout. Kind of mad at myself. Only did about 1.5 miles yesterday, but I've been preoccupied with some shit around here. So anyway, I'm on doing a live show. Voices carry really far. This hallway is like an endless hallway, but echoes sound. It's a big house. The big house. I wound up in the big house. Oh, he's concerned, all right. Oh, you bet he is. I don't blame him. But you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime. Best thing I could say. I guess it must be old trolls on here now because there's no dialogue. But I got 3 thumbs up anyway. Okay, we'll leave this on for another 10 minutes. And if anybody wants to start a dialogue, we'll come back and we'll do a short show. But if there's no dialogue on here, we'll just tune out. We'll give you 10 minutes on that and I'll be back.